here is someone who is ATT confusion, 5G. I'm guessing that's your client.
There we go.
Miss Wygant, can you hear me? The staff was talking to a guy earlier. The time to do this for the very first time ever is not 1 minute before the hearing starts. But that's what happens almost every day. Some people are familiar with it and others it's still a new experience.
Right.
She's in the neighborhood, but she hasn't got her sound turned on. And it's also frozen. We do not have very good connectivity around here. She says 5G. That's not a 5G connection. It's about a 1.1. Miss Wygant, can you hear me? I think she's also in a moving vehicle. People treat this as an inconvenient nuisance as opposed to an important life-changing court event. Well, the little dots are bouncing. Maybe she's trying to get connected here. She's reading the letter.
Okay.
Miss Wygant, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Are you in a moving vehicle?
Yes, I am.
I'd ask you to ask the driver to pull over. I don't do this people.
Okay, she's got the car running. She's not here. She's in Wendy's getting something to eat.
But the car's not moving. Is that correct?
No, it isn't. It's parked.
Mr. Dutka is here on behalf of the park, Golden Pond Estates, and they want you to move. They have filed what's called a just cause termination for a mobile home rental. Now,
yeah.
Just a minute.
Okay.
As a defendant in such a proceeding, a just cause termination of tenancy, you have the following legal rights. You have the right to obtain counsel for representation in this matter. If you cannot afford an attorney, a legal aid attorney may be available to help you. You have a right to a trial by a jury or by the court.
Okay.
If the action is for non-payment of rent, we would be going a different direction, but this is a termination of tenancy. If the plaintiff is agreeable, the Citizens Mediation Services, Inc. may be available as a possible source of case resolution. If both parties are agreeable to mediation, you can call the court and the court can help set that up. If you do reach an agreement with the plaintiff, that judgment is entered by the court. Just let me finish. You would waive the rights listed above, but have the following additional rights. The judgment may not be enforced until 3 business days have passed. You could move to set aside the judgment within those 3 days if you misunderstood what you consented to or what you were waiving. Your motion to set aside the judgment would be set for a landlord-tenant hearing before the judge. However, if the judge does not find in your favor, the original judgment would stand. Mr. Dutka indicates that your rent has been late 3 times in a 12-month period, and they're asking you to move, which would be 10 days to move and 90 days to move or sell the mobile home. The rent is substantially in arrears, but at this point, they're not asking for rent.
Okay. Well, can I talk now?
Yes.
Okay. What it was is I just paid them $500 to stay in my trailer because they said everything was okay, and I gave them $500, and I had the receipt to prove it. And they haven't turned.
When did you do that?
Wow. Last month, I think it was. Because I only been there 3 weeks because somebody broke in my house and they bolted my door shut. So I've been there only 3 weeks tomorrow, and they haven't turned my water on. And the lady that owns it too, she has been harassing me about 4 or 5 times, and almost had me have a nervous breakdown. And I didn't even owe her no rent money. I was paying my rent until December, and then
all right, well, let me back up for a minute.
Okay.
Who owns this trailer?
Well, it's kind of my ex-husband's, but I told them he could have it for the money I owed, but I wanted to stay there, but I didn't want to get evicted because I'm trying to get an apartment in 3 Rivers, and if I get evicted, I can't get in my apartment. And I have it's a 3-month waiting list, so I thought if I stayed in the trailer, I gave them $500 off the money I owed them.
Well, that date is important. They served a notice to quit on you on March 9th. I think, let me look at this.
Whoa.
I wrote March 9th. That's the complaint. The notice to quit was filed March 1st. So it probably was in February. At any rate, I have to continue this matter for at least 7 days.
Well, I want an attorney.
All right, well, you can contact legal aid. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
You don't own the trailer. It's some undetermined ownership of the trailer. You're not paying your rent. You paid a random $500 on some undetermined date, and the rent hasn't been paid since December.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
I was paying my rent, and the maintenance man told my son not to take my money in January, so he wouldn't take it. My son was paying it on his app. I don't pay on the pay app. I don't use that. So I give him money orders.
Once they file the termination of tenancy notice, they're not supposed to take any more money.
Well, they did.
All right, well, we'll need to figure that out. But I'm going to continue this and Mr. Dutka, I apologize. I'm going to be gone. We're going to have the same problem in the next case.
Yeah.
I'm leaving the trailer because I don't even have my clothes or anything. It broke in. They took everything, even my house phone. They took everything. I don't have anything but a little bit of stuff in there. And it was such a mess. I had to have the people down the street help me.
All right,
Midnight.
we'll sort this out. So you're saying the property was broken into. You couldn't even stay
Yes, it
there.
was in December. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
And that lady came down there and she was harassing me and she wanted the title. I don't have the title. My ex-husband has it. And I heard
well,
his friend said he gave it to me.
Well, the legal definition of this is a big mess, but
Yeah,
we will
I
address it further on April 28th at 8:50 a.m. by Zoom.
Okay, let me
You
see.
can also come right to the courthouse if you have trouble doing Zoom.
Well, it's hard because I don't drive right now. I just went through domestic violence in September and I stayed with my son until December so I could get a PPO on him because he wasn't, he's threatening to kill me 3 times.
All right, well, this sounds like you haven't even really been there much since September.
No, just 3 weeks. And they
Yes,
haven't turned my water on.
All right, that's another issue.
Yeah, I can't even do laundry, can't wash my dishes or anything.
All right, I'm not even sure what to make of that, but that's
yeah, because they got a police report.
Well, if
They got a police report.
Are you there now?
Yes, I am there now. And I
With
want to
no
stay
warrant?
there till I can get in that apartment. And I got an application. I just got to have that lady help me.
Well, I
So
suggest you contact them, but we will address this further on April 28th at 8:50.
Okay, I get something in the mail for that.
Yes, correct.
Hold on for a minute. I got to find a pen. What'd you say? April 20 what?
April 28th at 8:50. We will send you a new notice.
Okay. 28th of April at 2:50?
8:50.
8:50. 8 in the morning? Okay.
Yes. We
50,
start early around here.
Okay. All right. And
All
that
right.
is 28th of April.
At
Okay.
8:50 a.m. I'll send you a new notice.
Okay. I don't want to get evicted because I'm going to get in my apartment. So I figured I'd leave the trailer for what I owe them.
Well, you can discuss that with them. Perhaps they'll agree. But if you
couldn't
don't have the title, you can't transfer the ownership of the trailer if it doesn't belong to you.
Well, a lot of people don't have titles in there, but they still sell them.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like it's not even yours to give away. So we'll address this further on April 28th.
Okay.
I got you.
All right, thank you.
Can't see you, Dean. Relax. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there I am.
All right. Are you Dale Bickings?
Yes, sir.
Let me give you a proper name. I don't know who that was cussing on the feed there, but let's talk to Mr. Bickings. Mr. Robert